We had the opportunity to hear from Tony Burke today and to have a community discussion around the draft plan. I guess a couple of the concerns that I've got are around the lack of climate change modelling being inputted into the environmental water requirements. I'm also concerned that they're calling for a local involvement in environmental watering decisions, and there's not a structure around that and a process for getting that input into the environmental watering decisions. So I'd like to see more information about that and funding to follow it. I'm keen to see the local community be involved in the decisions. I think it's going to impact on our region, and it's going to be an important outcome for the Goulbourn Valley, and I'd like to see the community get involved in that process and in this 20 weeks and have their say in what they'd like to see come out of it.
I guess my main concern out of all of this is security of the future of dairy farming. When the guide came out, they talked about that was become the normal for the future. Well, if that's the normal for the future, we haven't got a future, because the last 5 years was bloody tough, and our business survived that 5 years, but a lot didn't, and I guess that's my biggest concern, is how are we going to adapt to the changes into the future. And the hard part for me to come to grips with at the moment, I guess, is the water delivery from Goulbourn Water. If they continue to take water out of the area, Goulbourn Water continue to operate with less. And they haven't proved to me satisfactory yet anyway that they can do that in a more cost efficient manner. And so take 30% out, water goes up by 30%. There will become a time when irrigation becomes unviable in the district if that continues to happen. I guess that the plan is not addressing that problem at this stage, when they continue to want to take more and more out of the area. The environment need more water, yes, but they should be made get more efficient, the same as irrigators, as we have in the last 10 years. We don't operate like we used to. I think that we've made lots of changes, but we have to get back to a grass-based dairy industry if we're going to survive for the future.
Here today, I think it's been important that the community made the point to Minister Burke quite clearly that we need to start with a lower number in the draft basin plan than 2750. A lower number will put pressure on the federal government to actually invest in some of these environmental infrastructures, which will make environmental water go further, so that we can get the same environmental outcomes with a lesser amount of water. So the end of valley targets have been covered by Victorians through buyback and through the Northern Victorian Irrigation Renewal Project. So we should start with a lower number and then have the federal government invest some money in environmental engineering solutions to make environmental water go further, so we get the same environmental outcome with less water, and we don't then decimate our farming communities and the communities that feed off those communities.